Well, religion of peace, by the way.
If you have watched any big streamer, chances are you have seen them humiliating themselves on stream. Whether it be embarrassing themselves or doing ridiculous things or even playing with their sexuality, streamers have no issues doing whatever it takes to keep you watching, even if that means losing all their self-respect, dignity, and even freedom. They know the best way to keep
Hello
people watching
Force.
is by
One
keeping
of
them
you weird
laughing at
linker
them.
got
The more
caught
money
having
the big
links
corporations
that
pump into
pointed
streaming, the
child
more these
pornography and
streamers are willing
zoophilia.
to
Shocking, who would have expected? Anyway, here is a daily lesson link to celebrate
sell out
Shaitan's
for
yet
it.
another
In
defeat.
fact, the only reason streamers are so willing to do these ridiculous things is because they see people like Cenat. Kai has made it to a massive level where all the big corporations sign lucrative deals with him, putting millions of dollars in his pocket, turning him into a walking billboard. He humiliates himself routinely for that top spot. These streamers know exactly what needs to be done to get the attention of these massive sponsors. They all have to go through those public humiliation rituals to make it to the level Kai is at. From watching streamers, I have started to notice that streaming culture is just one humiliation ritual, and I will expose that today. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be talking about the humiliation rituals in streaming. Let's get right into it. Before making these videos, I only really saw streamers when I would be on social media. I never really understood streamers like Kai, Speed, and Adin, as they weren't really funny to me. Instead, it came off as silly and as slapstick comedy. It was always a bunch of yelling and screaming, running around and doing funny goofy things. As the years went by and streaming started getting bigger, I started seeing it change and take a massive turn. This just so happened to be right around the time massive corporations became interested in streaming. The streams were no longer silly and fun. Instead, streaming became full of degeneracy and over-the-top reactions. On top of that, gambling completely took over, with many of the biggest streamers selling out to casino websites and gambling for hours on stream, turning all their young fans into future gambling degenerate addicts. Streaming turned into the most toxic MTV reality shows from the 2000s, where anything goes for those sweet monetizable views. It's no surprise that when these big corporations started sponsoring all these big streamers, they turned into this. It is obviously directly connected, and because of their involvement. All these big streamers sign with the same talent agencies that connect these streamers with these massive corporations. They are the ones who are instructing these streamers on how to act and what to do for those views. They are the ones that get these streamers humiliating themselves for money. Streamers are the most influential people in the world when it comes to the youth. They are the new rock stars, star athletes, big movie stars, you name it, they're all of it combined. Millions of kids want to be Speed, Adin, and Kai. They want to be famous rich streamers who get paid millions to entertain their fans. And that right there is a massive problem. These kids are looking up to these guys who are promoting straight up degeneracy and brain rot filth. There is nothing positive these streamers are teaching the kids. They are literally teaching these kids horrible things and humiliating themselves for these corporations. This generation consuming this content is gonna be cooked if their role models are these streamers who are willing to do anything for attention. Society will suffer greatly in the future when these kids are the ones working and running the world. This is exactly what those elite who run those big corporations want. They want a brain-dead, mindless society that is too dumb to think for themselves and are easier to manipulate. These streamers are successfully turning their fans into lost gambling addict degenerates who will be working slaves to the elite. Believe it or not, this is the real reason these streamers are getting so rich. It's because they're being used by those with all the money. They are the ones who get these streamers doing these public humiliation rituals. Streamers are not only embarrassing themselves in all types of ways, but they're even playing with their sexuality for views, pretending to be something they might not actually be, all to humiliate themselves and at the same time push that corporate agenda that gets them paid. Just like Hollywood did to black comedians, the big corporations are doing to streamers. Hollywood was exposed for forcing black comedians to wear dresses. They are doing the same thing with these streamers, having them play with their sexuality for views. Remember Dave Chappelle exposed Hollywood long ago for pushing the Lil Nas X agenda? He came out and said that Hollywood would try to trick you into a dress to humiliate yourself and push their agendas.
There we go. It's exposed. This guy watches too much tier 3 sub on the stream for sure. Savannah, Ravu, 4, Winster, Enduring Carb, Benchen, thank you boys. Bike Driver Quinn with 7 years. Thank you very much, enjoying the badge, man. We got STC as well with 63 months. Much appreciado. Steel Seahorse G. We got Surwood. Thank you boys.
Across the globe, over 1.5 billion people believe in reincarnation, including nearly all Eastern philosophies, as well as the Kabbalistic sect of Judaism.
Tibetans, we believe rebirth. All the sentient beings are rebirth. Rebirth is unlimited. It's not beginning. It already exists. Our body is a vessel of the consciousness. And when the consciousness travels to the next form, that's your vessel. You don't necessarily get rebirth. The human being, it's rebirth. Animals, any sentient beings.
In the Kabbalistic tradition of Judaism, reincarnation is considered a fundamental belief. And unlike other religions which believe you have only one lifetime in which to get it right, in the Kabbalistic tradition, it is believed that souls are given multiple chances to get it right. So souls are believed to reincarnate time after time.
The idea of the pre-existence of the soul was once a significant doctrine of the Christian canon, before it had been excised from the teachings by Roman Emperor Justinian the Great in 553 AD.
The early Christian belief in reincarnation was eventually declared a heresy. Instead of recycling to Earth over and over again, you now only have one destination after this life. That destination is either heaven or it's hell, depending on how you behaved in life. It was used as a control mechanism.
In ancient Greece, Socrates, Pythagoras, and Plato all commented on the possibility of reincarnation. In the dialogues, Plato says, "I am confident that there truly is such a thing as living again, and that the living spring from the dead." So here's a strong sense of reincarnation.
There are many beliefs around the world that reincarnation exists. Some people believe that certain types of souls are able to come back not just in one body, but in several bodies at once to perform specific tasks. And that's one of the reasons why there are so many more people on the earth today than there used to be. And also it is possible for you to reincarnate from other planets.
Oftentimes when reincarnation is discussed, we only talk about it that people are reincarnated here on Earth. And I personally always thought that that was a limiting idea of reincarnation. I think even extraterrestrial organisms, biological ones, would be reincarnated throughout the universe.
If souls are indeed recycling through various bodies, as so many cultures, both ancient and modern, have proposed, is this simply the natural continuation of life? Or might this process be directed towards some greater end? One that reaches far beyond Earth. Perhaps further clues can be found by examining the stories of those who claim to have been reincarnated with a specific purpose for humanity.
Okay. Blow civilians up, or what was the purpose? I don't get that.